Hi, this is Vincent with the Society for Creative Anachronism and another SCAIowa video update. This is our spring 2021 COVID update number 2, announcing some of the reopenings for spring of 2021 and summer of 2021. This is kind of the announcement that we've all been looking forward to. The SCA, Society for Creative Anachronism, is of course a historic recreation organization dedicated to recreating all the best aspects of the Middle Ages. Anything that was made, used, consumed before 1600. We have friends who enjoy looking at it, exploring it, trying it. It's exploring history hands-on. And although we've been somewhat delayed in what we've been able to do as we've been trying to keep our members safe, now as the vaccinations are rolling out, we get to resume some of our activities. Now, of course, the board of directors of the Society for Creative Anachronism are keeping an eye on the conditions and trying to address the situations as they're facing our members. So as things become safer with more vaccine rollout, then we're able to relax some of the restrictions and start things up. That makes it more fun for all of us. Now, of course, this isn't to say that we've been completely limited this whole time. In fact, there's 4 different ways that people participate in the Society for Creative Anachronism, and only 2 of these have been addressed by the COVID response. So people continue to participate at home and online safely. But these particular announcements are looking at participating at local meetings and at events. But these announcements are specific to Palantir, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, a little bit of Arkansas. If you are outside of this area, you'll want to find your kingdom and find your kingdom's announcements. They may change, they may be slightly different from ours. But a couple of the announcements that we have been looking forward to is the restart of our local meetings starting after April 15th, 2021. But some of the local meetings and what they do will depend on where you are at. The other big announcement that we're excited to see come through is the resumption of weekend events happening after June 1st, 2021. But just as a review, let's talk about those other 2 ways people continue to participate. You can keep participating in the Society for Creative Anachronism by participating at home, by working on the projects that we all love, working on the different things that we enjoy doing at home. And you can do this very safely by finding what interests you, finding the instructions and information available online, now easier than ever before with all the classes going online, and then finding some of the supplies and tools, again, with many vendors available online. You can also participate online in many of the websites and social media forums that are out there, and of course the online classes, which are still going strong. There are so many online classes that we have to come up with these great big lists in order to track all the different things that are occurring every week. Now, a lot of these resources that are online are aimed at current members, so many times they use jargon or terminology that can be confusing to newer members. You may also want to look for resources that are aimed at new members to help them get up to speed. But of course, one of the big things we're looking at here is the restart of the local activities happening after April 15th. This again depends on your local group and their needs. These are the local meetings that are held across Iowa and around the country, around the world, featuring a variety of different activities. Now, the indoor gatherings are still postponed because until we have a full rollout of the vaccine, we still have many people that are at risk, and so we want to limit the exposure. You'll want to check with your local group as far as when they're meeting and where they're meeting. This is partially due to the fact that they're meeting outside. We're doing this for safety reasons. We're also making sure that people stay socially distanced and wear effective face masks. There's also going to be some effect to the activities that we face. Now, business meetings, archery, thrown weapons, arts and science classes, different activities like that are very safe, and we are going to be resuming these. Some of the other activities like the combat recreation for rattan, steel, and youth combat are still on hold because these are the types of activities that get people breathing heavy and up close to each other. So it's still not quite safe yet. But again, we're watching the conditions on the ground, and as things improve, this will be addressed. As conditions improve, these restrictions will be lifted. Now, the other big announcement about SCA events, these are the large weekend events that draw people from across the country and across our regions, which of course made them very risky activities during the pandemic. But as we get more people vaccinated, we find that it's getting safer and we can resume these activities after June 1st, 2021. But this won't be a complete resumption. This is going to be easing back into the activities. So there are still going to be some restrictions. Some of the restrictions include that they are going to be outside events held with limited size, limited attendance, and pre-registration. The first few rounds of events are likely to see numbers of less than 150 people each, because we need to kind of limit how many people are gathering together in any one area. We'll also be requiring the use of effective face masks, and we won't be having inns or feasts that we're used to, where people serve food to the large gathering. We don't want to have to deal with the food safety issues and the issues of people removing masks to eat during this restart. Now, this isn't to say that you're going to go hungry. You can bring your own food and snacks and find a safe place to eat it, and you'll be fine. These are the restrictions that we're facing right now. Again, as conditions improve, they will be reassessed by the board of directors and the limitations will be eased. But we do want to emphasize that you can keep participating. Find your local group online, begin communicating with them, find where they're meeting, gather with them. Join the larger online SCA community and get to know people and find out what they work on, the projects that they do. Join in virtual meetings, attend virtual classes, and even watch some of the recorded classes that have been cached during this time. Find your project, find your passions, the things that you want to work on, learn and grow, and work towards your goals. As things get safer, we are going to be able to gather back together as the community that we were used to, and we will get to see our friends again. We also hope to see some of the new friends that we have met along the way during this trying time and bring them along with us to this adventure. If you have any questions, need more information about this, or need directed to your local group to find out where they're meeting, then you can contact us at any of these any of these links, or search out your own by looking for the Kingdom or Society's pages. We hope to see you at a local meeting or event soon.